Hey guys, it's Michael here. I'm going to jump right into this video and show you guys the importance of knowing where people are scrolling through and searching on your website slash blog. Okay. Um, why is this very important to know? Because you need to see where people are maybe like leaving. What time are they leaving? Are they not reading through your whole content? If they are, where are they going? What are they clicking on? Exit pop-ups. It gives you a lot of information to know um, what is working and what isn't. Okay, and I wish I would have started this sooner. Um, to know what it, where are people clicking and so forth. Not at the very likely beginning because I didn't have the traffic, but over time when you have traffic and maybe you have um, a little bit more cash flow to, or if you have the cash flow ready to invest in it, it's highly recommended you do so. And something that I use is Hotjar to do it, as you're seeing here on the screen. You're probably thinking, okay, what is Hotjar and how does that compare to Google Analytics? Google Analytics is good because it shows you, or any analytic tool really, shows you, where are people clicking, the behavior flow, right? Pages, different pages they're going to. But you also want to know, you want to be able to visually see where is it that people are spending most of their time on this page, and what's making somebody click to another internal link or external link or outside of the page, what's making them take a certain action and whatnot. Okay, so this is very important. I use Hotjar. You can use it. You can actually get a free 15-day trial. They still have that, I think. I believe so. By the time no, they do. But I was gonna say by when you're watching this, likely they should still have the trial. Um, but I made one really quickly just to show you guys an example. I kind of made a new account to show you guys, and this one wasn't created too long ago. It's been one day already. Um, but I use what you can do here is you have a site dashboard, and you can create these heat maps for different pages, posts on your site. So I have already listed some of them that I want to track. You can track certain ones, and by doing that, I'm on heat maps. Heat maps. I'll click on this one, the new heat map, and then I will fill out the details. What's the name of your page? So if I'm doing a certain um, post, right, I might call it, what it is. Go into the review post. Number of page views. Basic is usually 1,000. Page targeting. A specific page, similar pages, users should trigger a JavaScript snippet. So we'll go with a specific page. And you'll enter the URL for that. And I've already done that, I'll show you. Go through advanced options if you want, not needed. Review and save. There'll be a little save button here you can press when you're ready to go. Won't show it for this one. So without saving. So I'll kind of show you how one of these looks. So home page, for example, I'll click on there. And it'll bring up in just a second, and it'll show me kind of where people are. This one has no tap, so nobody has really tapped anywhere. But when people scroll and they tap in certain spots, it'll show a heat map. On the right side here, you see it on the scale very top from hot to the very bottom of cold. So the redder it gets, the hotter, people are spending most of their time there, clicking there. And so that's a sign that tells you, okay, is that a good thing? Is that a bad thing? Depends on, where it is on your site, right? So you can make adjustments from there. All right, so I can do that from here. And then I might want to go back. If you have multiple, I recommend you put multiple pages. Like I said, you go to new heat map, create all that, put the URL, confirm it. You're ready to go. Right, we have one here. So this one I'm not seeing specific heat maps. Some of them that'll happen where you won't see it like red in certain spots. That's okay. This one will give me the same information. Nobody was clicking. Sometimes, you got to understand, maybe you're being spammed by people who just want to place their links in a spot. to get a link back to their site. There are things like that that you have to be very careful with. So then I can add multiple sites if I want to by going up here, click the add button, add new sites, or go to your settings here and then go to sites and organizations, and you can do all that. But I've already added another one, so let's go through that. So not necessarily because they're not clicking, you're not getting the heat map, is that a bad thing? So here again, I have some listed out. Click on this one, show me the heat maps again. This one is kind of fresh too. You know, I just created the account like I said for this one. But where it's hot, it'll be red. I'm not seeing much here of clicking, but you can also see recordings, which I'll get to here in just a second. Okay, here's one. See up there? Looks like somebody's clicking up here. So once I see up here, there's a heat map. Somebody clicked one click just recently. 33.33% gives you the data. But now you get to see, why are they clicking over there? You go and ask yourself, what is making them click over there? And then you can go to your site and then see what's over there, and you can reflect back on that. Right? And that's very helpful. And so again, you can put a lot of different heat maps. Right? I have a whole list of different pages here that I want to track. And it's very important to do that because what I like doing is, once I get into this, is I look at my analytics and I see what posts or pages are getting the most traffic. And so I start there, reverse engineer, and I work backwards. So I start with creating the heat maps for those, and then I start going from maybe the less ones. That way I can know, like, what are they doing? What is my traffic doing here? Right, so you got to think like that. And so they also have recordings. Before I go into that, they have let me go back into this. So they have funnels, forms, incoming, polls, which I can create on my sites, surveys, and I'll get into that. The recording, which is pretty unique, this is what's really helpful too, is like, you know, when I play this button, you're going to be able to enable it so you can see the recordings of what people are doing on your actual site. And this has really transformed everything for me. There was a time when I was like wondering why somebody wouldn't click to a landing page. They were clicking on an image, but it wouldn't take them anywhere. So then I inserted a link into an image, and that took them into a landing page, and then that's what started working. So here you're going to see visually like the time down below. They spent 2 minutes and 8 seconds. And what are they doing? Like, you're going to be seeing, like, they're going to be scrolling. Right here, they're scrolling. In a second here, you'll see it, see? They scrolled a little bit, they paused, maybe they got distracted, maybe they were just reading, many things that could have happened. And so you go through this, right? On your own time, you'll be doing this. You'll be seeing, like, how much are they reading? What are they reading the most of? What sections are they going to? Are they, like, moving their mouse around to click a certain link? And you're like, okay, that link is what it's getting them to take action. Okay, that's the part. Or what's not working, what you got to make changes to. I once was in a part where people were like all the way scrolling down the site just to see if there was any comments, and one of the posts didn't have comments, and so that's what's probably was a problem. So I had to optimize it for that. Okay, so there are so many different things you can go into it with. But then we'll want to exit out from there, and then here's another one, and it shows you the user, right? The referral URLs, your landing pages, the landing and exit pages, page count, duration, date. So then I'm going to go ahead and click here. Let's open up a new one and view this one. All right, so this one's a little more fast, 35 seconds. I just spent a whole bunch of time. So they're reading, you know, at least you can tell, like, when they stop, they're probably reading, scroll, want to see more information. They're probably trying to see a certain subheading, probably the meat and the details of it. So they're clicking here, online education and training. So they might want to click that to go to a different link. So I may have to optimize that a bit. And, you know, they were probably just overall skimming, probably just trying to take other options. They probably weren't really heavily considering it. But now that I have that information where they're clicking, I can see why they're doing that. Make a change if I need to, or just keep gathering data. What I say, it's like statistics. You got to keep gathering data to make an inferential change. You make an observational change, and then you want to make an inferential change. And so you keep going through this, and you keep understanding what they're doing. You can optimize for your funnels. I haven't added one to this account, but you can add a new funnel, right, for all your funnel softwares. You know, if you have Thrive themes, stuff like that, I use ClickFunnels. You can use that as well. If you want to know more about ClickFunnels and how to integrate this with your funnels, I'll leave more reviews to those sales funnel videos down below. If you're watching this on YouTube, that is. If you're not, I may still link to that. Okay, so you can go step name, simple match, exact match, change this, and just you can add more steps in between depending on how many steps there are in that funnel. And then here's the cool part, the polls. I have mine created where you can go ahead and create a poll that's asking like your audience, what do they need more help? Did they find this post useful? Right? What if anything, okay, what is missing from this post? You can ask questions like, name your poll. Questions. Did you find the information you came here looking for? Boom, simple. Okay, and then after that question, you can tell them to go to the next one, which will be number 2, or you can go to the thank you message, which will be like the last one. So we'll put a thank you message, which will then send them down to this one, number 3. I don't want to use number 2, just want to ask them one simple thing for now. And then I always say keep it simple in the beginning and then expand if you need to later on. Okay, and then go to appearance. You can change the appearance of this, right? Change the colors. You can hide the badge, the branding of it. Press the next, or you can scroll down. Where do you want it to appear? All of them. Show on all the pages where my Hotjar tracking code is installed. Show the poll to the following users, all of them. Okay, that's fine. Behavior. And you can make it show where you want it to, delays, or yeah, what I like to do sometimes is halfway down the page, so then it will just stay there. And then when they reach the end, they can submit if they need to. Forward response, and then you would put your email there, so when they put the response, they're going to be forwarded to the email you want to see it at. And then you just click the, there'll be like a toggle switch button to activate your poll, and then you'll be good to go. So there'll be this button, poll status. We can do it active and then create poll. And then you can do surveys as well. Create a new survey there, get to know your audience better. And then you can start doing this, adding questions, long text answer, short text, all the way down to net promoter score. It's kind of like SurveyMonkey if you've used that. That's another alternative. That's what I use a lot too, is SurveyMonkey. So if you want to just use that, that's a good way to go as well, because it's for free. You can actually use it. I don't think there's an actual trial or an end date, amongst other survey tools. And that's it. So Hotjar is great for helping you track what's going on your websites. Where are people clicking? What recordings are going on? Those recordings will help you make any necessary adjustments, subtract or add to, just to optimize it overall. Okay, and so that was it in a nutshell. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, let me know about it in the comments if there is an area for that. If not, don't worry. And if you don't want to know more about Hotjar, I'll leave a link to that down below so you can get started with your free trial on that. Give it a go, see how it works around your site, and you know, view those recordings and those heat maps, because those are going to be very helpful. All right, thanks.